level drains out to the side, and you're kind of done.
Yeah.
I mean, where your siphon or your side cleaners are. You just want pipe on there, and any time the water gets above a certain amount, it forces it. Basically, you do a U shape. Anytime it gets above a certain amount, it just forces it out the other end, out into the yard somewhere, and you never have to worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't understand how they're going. Oh, I got to drain my pool. Why on earth? An above ground pool, different matter entirely.
What?
Just like we were there.
I know, just like it's like being there.
Well, they, like go walking around slowly and not wobbling it around the sales floor, so we could see what cool stuff might be there, and close enough to see the prices of shit.
Oh, have they not done a good trade show floor?
I haven't seen one yet. Maybe somebody might have, but I haven't seen one.
Yeah. Sometimes people go in there on Fridays to do a lot of video, just do a lot of purchasing, and then Saturday, because they've already bought a bunch of stuff, now they can go in and just do that instead of worrying about what's there. So hopefully we get one on Saturday.
Just put the damn GoPro in your hat.
I know.
And while you're standing there looking at the stuff, we see the prices because you're checking them out anyway.
There's Bob. Look at Bob. Good Lord. Hi, Bob! That's awesome. God, look at that thing. Wow.
It's hard to drink in.
Oh, yeah. I would have like one of those
pack in there with you.
Yeah, exactly. Have one of those Slurpee things that goes in your mouth.
Yeah. Camel packs. Camel packs.
I'm sure he didn't think of that, and like we'll tell him afterwards, and they'll be like, "Damn it!"
Well, he's pretty resourceful.
He is. He is an amazing guy. He's crazy. He just doesn't stop.
Got a good turnout.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure the majority of the people are still in their rooms or on their way down.
Is this where they're holding the costume ball, or is this?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This is inside the costume ball, where the majority of the people hang out outside the costume ball. Ooh, that's awesome. I mean, when I was there last year, their people were outside of the costume ball the whole night. I mean, that's where a lot of people were, and then they go in and have a drink and dance a little bit, and then come back out.
All right. Good evening,
Looks like a pretty, unless they walk from the front to the back, it looks like a pretty good sized ballroom.
It is.
Welcome, my name is Tila, photographer with Zombie Army Productions. I'll be one of your, thank you. I'll be one of your hosts tonight. Chad Savage will be joining me shortly. But before we move on to the amazing Body Art Fashion Show, I want to make sure that everyone knows that there is still time to enter the costume contest. That's Scariest Character, Scariest Couple or Group, and of course, Miss Scary Midwest. You have until 9:30 to enter. You have a form, you take a picture, you parade in front of the wonderful judges. 3 categories of judging: 10 points for your costume, 10 points for your makeup, and 10 points for your character, your performance. So just stand there, do something.
I think she has lasers in her fingers. Looks like it.
But let's get on to some of the beautiful tonight. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage the MC for your Body Art Fashion Show, the one, the only, and
Woo!
Wicked himself and take it away.
How's everyone doing so far? All right, it's not too bad, not too bad. All right, so we'd like to, MHC proudly presents the Body Art Fashion Show returning for its 12th year. It's hard to believe, 12 years. Proudly sponsored by Evil Fire Lizard and Nick Bull. Let's hear it for Nick Bull. How many we got there? Looking pretty good. All right, get this kicked off. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right. Number one, Wicked Wendy, Wicked Effects. Alien Princess. Model is Nina Stever. All right. This Alien Princess is a xenomorphic who will steal your heart and eat your soul.
Wow.
Medium is Amber, Sponge, and Brush. Wicked Wendy has worked in the hall industry as an SX makeup artist for several years, creating her own prosthetics. She worked with the military doing mass casualty simulations and the owner of Wicked Effects. And this grizzly creation is sponsored by the Big Scary Show.
Big Scary Show.
Let's move forward. All right. Next up, Suzanne Camilli from 54 Columbus and Tony Marie from Gypsy Cat Studios present Bunny. Right, model is Miss Skull. Bunny is the 12-year partner in the show and in life to the world-famous magician, the Great Dude Bust. Although madly in love with him, she is torn as to how long she can keep the magic alive. The two include Sponge and Brush, Slime Makeup, and Latex. Bonnie Marie is the 16th performance and designer behind Gypsy Cat Studios, where she creates sculptures, costumes, props, puppets, serving the theater world, and assistant with Melanie Costumes. Suzanne Camilli has been doing hot makeup for 10 years, including serving as a chief makeup artist for the Scaratoria and doing professional stage and special effects makeup. All right. Here for Bunny. Let's hear it for Bunny.
Oh, sorry. Nobody's clapping. There we go.
I wish you luck with that magician.
Oh, hi!
That's Tater.
Hey there.
Or Granny. Or
Gosh, Granny, hopefully.
Granny's
From the trail to
Granny's nephew.
Matthew Seal from Abandoned Reality Productions present Mexican Dance Lineage. Bottom line there. Moving from the heart of MHC, we present our fantastical fantasy.
This looks like she's wearing an outfit. Like a skirt and stuff.
And paintbrush and sponge. That's a creepy creation.
Getting too close to the fog machine, apparently.
Yeah.
Matthew Seal is the master of makeup artistry and tattoos. Not gonna play tonight. Next, Jonathan Kinney from Columbus Airbrush, presenting Pro Air, presents Toxic Goddess.
Wow.
The real model is Lacey Evans. This Toxic Goddess comes from a planet mining radioactive material.
So is Mike streaming this?
Mike Murray. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah.
I got the wrong one, right? What is
Face forward.
This one, trailer coming Sarah, moving to the heart of the Jeep. That's fancy. Miles making badly. Everybody takes front. Right? Chief Megan Martin, the owner of the Christmas trailer coming Sarah. Matthew Steele, Matthew Megan Martin, and Matthew. Aaron Fox from BAM. Aaron Fox from BAM and Deb Schoolhouse for that. Nope.
This is probably one of the best live streams we've had on these MHC shows.
Yeah.
He's got a great phone.
And he knows enough to hold the thing steady. It's like,
yeah.
You see someone streaming it and they're hopping around like they got to go pee, man.
Yeah, you could definitely get sick watching this. in past years.
Probably everything toxic got it. Ronald Lacey Evans. His toxic got it comes from a planet mining radioactive materials and cheese, probably the game.
Ooh, she's got LEDs on her and stuff.
Makeup. Representing Pro Air, Columbus Airbrush. And Johnson has been doing airbrush and body art for 22.
Mike, if you can hear us, can you turn the camera just a wee bit to the right? It will pick up the girl in the left side of the screen and the large monitor on the right side of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Fox. Aaron Fox from BAM Effects and Dead Schoolhouse presents Sweetest and Cruda. Got a two-foot. Models are Leland Ledger and Melanie Smith. Sweetest and Cruda, Cotton Candy, and Balloon Problems. They were in the past that crashed. Figured it out. Over them. Stage 2, David. Material, airbrush, and finalist on season 2 of shoot
Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir.
That's so funny. They even got UV reactive balloons. That's cool.
Trying to get better white.
Next up, we got Kelly Hitler from Makeup Madhouse.
There's going to be too many people on it.
Alice in Madhouse. Model is Kate Nick. Hey,
you guys
Alice.
There's my lady. Hey, baby.
From Madhouse. Jenny, you never know.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Show
Also,
it.
you kind of have a
area. They selected one of the top 30. And like,
longer.
Good for Alice. That was pretty good. All right, Robin Lee. All right, next we got Robin Lee from Godzilla. Skin skeleton featuring a rainbow and black light neon. Jumping forward. Today's unit is featured artwork by Pasture House. Robin is the owner and developer of Fat Michael. Based out of Las Vegas. Batzilla is affordable alcohol makeup. Unlike this production.
Yeah, it's kind of playing with fire, isn't it?
Rainbow and black light neon. Let's hear it. Yep. I'm going to make up Pasture House representing Kansas, Alliance, Body Art, and Becky. Rainbow model is Maddie Huffman. An atomic experiment gone wrong. Maddie's body has become radioactive. And your natives are toast. Melted toast.
Interesting.
Materials used, painted with line works, aqua colors, and Hollywood alcohol airbrush makeup by I Love Effects Makeup.
Yay!
Website, canvasalive.com, and as it says here, he's a motherfucking badass.
No way, bro. Yeah, I think
Finally representing the Body Art Fashion Show, sponsored Evil Fire Lizard and Nick Rose.
I think that is
Techno-based zombie. Model is Maddie Rachel. Look at those, folks. Look at those eyes.
all right.
The cameras use sponge and brush. Nick Rose is a world famous body art champion and authored several books in the industry. Dean Martin's the owner of Evil Fire Lizard. All right.
Oh. Want to go over by this chair here, baby? Love it.
Now he gets up to the front. Oh well, that was good.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to bring our makeup artists and models up here. We got Wendy Derrick, model Hannah Siebert. All right. Give a big hand, folks. All right, we got Joe Glenn and Dennis Smith with Celeste Vargas. Suzanne Camilli, Tonya Marie with Miss Skull. Okay, Joe. Look, there we go. Right. Joe Glenn, Dennis Good. All right.
They're watching the fashion show.
Suzanne Camilli and Tonya Marie.
So I muted them today.
On Miss Skull. Look at that, folks. That was a bit of work.
Go ahead.
All right. We got Bobby Joe Gonzalez with November Days.
We're actually broadcasting the fashion show right now on Hunter's Hangout. Yeah.
And Bobby Joe.
Do it on Hunter's Hangout.
Great work, Bobby Joe. All right. Keith Newsom and Matthew Seal with Megan Badley. Pretty impressive all around. All right. Jonathan Kinney with Lacey Evans. Dear Jonathan Lacey.
Just scroll down until you see Yeah, you're in the right place.
All right. These artists doing amazing work with me tonight, folks. All right, next we got Aaron Fox with Leland Ledger and Melanie Smith. All right, now we got Karen Esser and Caitlin Shapanik. Tim Kelly. Look at our way. All right. And Robin Leach with Jennifer McCoy. Jennifer Adams. I've got Patrick House with Maddie Hoffman.
Oh, that one is really cool. Wow.
Wow.
Let me ask him where he
And last but not least, Nick Roof and Dean Martin with Maddie Rachel. Come on, folks. You got more now. Let's go.
He's in a robe. And the other guy looks like he's in a spacesuit. All right. It is a costume ball, so.
Is that? Oh, it is a robe. I was gonna say maybe it's not a robe.
Yeah.
Now it's
Oh,
a
I know. I
robe.
love it.
Yeah.
Very awesome. That way,
You can tell the ones that didn't use full UV ink because the fourth one over there isn't.
Even Fire Lizard and Nick Roof. Thank you to all the artists and models, Susan Kelly and Nina Collins and their staff. Congratulations on 12 years of body art fashion shows. Really thanks, folks.
Could also be so much how the camera picks up that particular color too.
True. Yeah, because then 4 over isn't very bright either.
If you use a color that the camera doesn't respond well to.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't look like there's a lot of UV product or very bright product on that one, definitely. That's a pretty good one.
Right. Thank you so much. There you go, folks.
So who won?
I don't know.
Thank you.
The judges are going to go think about it. Taking into account the audience response.
Yeah.
All right, nobody want laughing at Vampire League. You can very careful hands. Mr. Tower.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, it's on to you, Mike. It's on to you. Yes, you.
Oh, yes. The answer is there were no winners. It was just this time. It was not.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, they actually kicked them off on 3rd floor for doing all the painting, and yeah, it was just a fashion show.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool.
Hey, Mike, ask Mike Murray what kind of a phone he has.
What kind of phone he has? When he comes down, I'll have to ask him that. The other about this, unlike last year, where you could go into the main lobby area and then they check your band to go into the ballroom, they're not even letting you in the main lobby area this year without a wristband.
Well, that's crap.
So
many people were hanging out last time and slipping in or something.
Hanging out has to be done in the bar lobby or.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Dang it.
You need to rent the hallway if you want to. If you want to stand in a hallway. This is the Trans World Act now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because like I got into the lobby last year, but I didn't have a ticket, but I kind of like shimmied in with other people because I had a costume on at least, so I just kind of shimmied my way in there and just hung out.
Well, I sat in the hallway.
Yeah, well, this time they've got a guy taking all wristbands.
Yeah.
I sat at the table in the hallway by the escalator and took a lot of pictures.
It's more what I enjoy anyway because it's too loud in there. I can never hear anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
And unfortunately, you can't. Even that little hallway by the escalators is hard to have any room to stand in.
Right.
So it's just in the lobbies and sitting down below, and you know all those ones who thought they were going to hang out upstairs.
Oh yeah.
All just kind of hanging around. Where did you post?
Hangout. I just did it on the Hangout because that's where the majority of the people are. So. Hunter's Hangout.
There's the Hunt Chat as well, isn't it?
And then Hunt Chat.
Okay, because we couldn't find it in Hunter's Hangout.
Yeah, I posted it. Just it's on there now.
Check the top of Hunter's Hangout again. He just posted it again. I was telling people that it was being broadcast, and so they were trying to pull it up and couldn't find the feed.
There, I just bumped it back up.
Okay, so it should be right near the top. Got it? Okay, good.
There we go.
The comment on it will keep it near the top too.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of people hanging around outside in. Can you hold that for me? Thank you, my dear. Ha ha ha. A lot of people just hanging around outside. The smoke pad, going around on the lobby. Yeah, some of the same people as last year. We got lots of new people. We've met. We're supporting those hunters. Oh, speaking of having. Oh, hey.
That's great.
Oh, absolutely. Come here. Photo op. Sorry, guys.
Oh, hey, no.
Did it come out?
Keep on.
Yeah.
Yep. A whole bunch of people are out there. Kelly and Ryan are out there right
okay,
now.
Yeah, we need them. We're gonna go out here on the smoke pad and find Kelly and Ryan and Angelica and all them guys.
Yeah, where's the rest of our crew?
And I see a sigh.
Oh God!
I see a sigh. Oh, that's right. Hey, we're back. Alex is here too.
Hey.
You got Hunt Chat going. Uh-oh, hold on. My wife's getting motorboated.
There you go.
Do you dye them like that or just natural?
No, it's natural. I am.
Is your dick the same way?
Yeah, I know there's nothing there. So I shaved that shit off.
The shit hunters talk about.
Oh.
Are we getting?
Oh yeah, we're here. Ryan. Oh, that is right. Yeah, because I saw. That's that awesome side. And looky here, the beautiful basement slave. She's out.
She's out! Oh my God!
Yes, she is out.
She needs to get out more often. She's a little pale.
Yeah.
Buying shit too.
I bet.
Yeah. Look at that though. Look, that's one.
Nice.
We gotta go show off. Where's everybody else? Oh, and there's Kelly. There's Kelly.
Hi.
Looks like y'all having some fun.
I'm a quiet Hunt Chatter. I'm never on camera.
Well,
She isn't.
You're invisible. You're not quiet. He's not quiet. He's just invisible. It has been raining since about 5 o'clock, like pouring down rain. Let me see what we got standing out here. We got some, okay. I like this mohawk. Dig this mohawk. Okay. Dig this mohawk right there.
Wow.
Right there. Check out this mohawk. Is that awesome or what?
Looks like
That
fireworks on there.
Yeah, it does.
Mohawk.
Is that flammable? Oh, okay.
If I moved around too much. Yeah, if I moved around too much, yeah. I didn't want to get too close and stay too close. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we got all kinds of other fun people here too.
Yay! Hi.
We're on Hunters Hangout and Hunt Chat.
Big was hunt, baby.
Yeah, you betcha. So yeah, it's just been a lot of running around, a lot of hot ones here, a lot of ugly ones here. You know, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. So, questions? Money?
What's the coolest costume you've seen so far?
Say that one more time.
What's the coolest costume you've seen so far?
The coolest
Who's the funny bald guy?
Yeah, we saw him earlier.
I'm holding off on that one until I see Goth Granny.
Yes, I saw. We saw Tater a few minutes ago, but he didn't. It was just his face, so it wasn't the whole body.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's in the ballroom.
Damn vapors, my God. Smoke from hell.
It didn't look like Goth Granny.
I don't know. I can't really say. Oh, no. Bob Kowal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it, right there.
I have a feeling he's going to win.
Better.
Yeah.
There is none better. So unfortunately, he got into the whole thing before we got up there.
Yep.
So yeah, he's in there. I'm sure part of the contest. Having a good time. Where'd gift ship go? Okay. Yeah. Gift ship, the clown here. The big dill pickle is here. Are they together? We found him, so now, yep. So, yes, for the moment. So, go figure. Wilma is here.
Yay, Wilma.
And Willie is here. And Wilma is here. What? Oh, no. Wilma's skin fell off.
Wilma's skin fell off.
So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So yeah,
nice.
It's loud here. I understand that. I don't know how this Bluetooth working. Can you hear me still with all the noise?
Yeah. It cuts in and out because of the service, but you're pretty good.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So what up? Let's see. I put cameras down. I'll do a little. What? Oh. Everybody, here comes. Hold on just a second.
Oh, God.
There
God, he's so old. Look at how old Walter is.
Look how Walter is.
Hi, Jim. Out there is the weirdest, and it's like the weirdest area out there. Everybody just yells for no reason out there. It's so funny.
They do that whenever Morgan walks out.
Oh, okay.
Whenever it walks out?
A normal.
We got some nice fish, of course. We all know this guy.
You guys like Crown Royal?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they do. They do. You're missing out. Say hi to everybody on Hot Chat and Hunters Hangout.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that hat, man.
Those are all stuck in his head.
Syringes, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Awesome.
Different liquid in them and stuff.
We got a nice bearded lady here. She's hot.
Oh, yeah.
She's hot. She's kicking it. She's kicking it.
Right.
And we got some pretty ones over here. Everybody say hi to Hunters Hangout and Hot Chat.
Hi.
Oh, how are you doing?
They say they're doing fine. How are you?
Yeah.
Doing? I always do wonderful.
Oh, yeah?
But them, you know, they're little.
That's
they're
good.
little. Yeah, they're little.
I think a lot
It's a good costume, though.
Yeah.
I bet you they are. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of everything here. Oh, I like this stuff too. That's nice. That's got an awful long draw to it, though, don't it? Uh-oh. All right, somebody sent me messages, but I can't pay attention.
No, it's not. It's not for you. It's for Chris.
Oh, got it. I got it. I saw it. You're gonna invote him.
Yes, but I need his email. I'll just type it in anyways.
Oh, he put me in the cake. I'm going. I'm just getting covered up. And my Bluetooth's falling off. Oh, I'm going to
It's just dust. That'd be nice.
There he is. Hi. Tim, you're supposed to be there. What happened?
I had car problems.
No.
Oh, shit.
Just so you guys know, it's so loud here. I have my headphones in. I can barely hear you guys.
No, that'll be fine. All you need to do is just show us things.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Something more than butts, too.
Yeah.
Wilma got a little hot.
I can tell. Yes, you do.
Tell Mike what kind of a phone you've got.
Yeah. I think Mike's is more service than it is because he's cutting in and out of where he walks.
He was terribly pixelated.
Yeah, I know.
And
Chris needs some lipstick.
Chris is looking good as Mike Murray's was, which is
yeah.
really...
You need some lipstick. Do you have a costume ball ticket, Christopher?
They won't hear.
Ticket, costume ball, lipstick on you.
Okay, no, I will.
It's got pearls. Could be up for a couple of things, I guess.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's costume ball.
Hey, Troy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah.
So look out.
Jim lost his glasses again.
So we got
Oh God.
Then Julie's running around.
No telling who he's going home with
I'm
it.
more popular than you now. You know that, right? Do you belong to the Julie fan group?
No, I don't.
You don't. You should.
That's really good makeup for that guy.
Yeah.
I just got this done.
Oh, newbie.
He got his chicken. There we go.
What was it?
Oh, it's Nasty Witch. Nasty Witch. Nasty Witch.
Oh, we got more up there that I'm not seeing. Sorry.
Yep. He's upstairs. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm gonna. kill this feed and let them take it.
Okay. Yeah, Chris has a good phone. Oh, there's Bill. There's just Bill. It takes him a long time to get that makeup on too. So.
Yeah.
So long that Christy couldn't even get dressed up.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Wow. Honk, honk.
Wait, you're wearing a crown? I don't know. I didn't notice.
Oh, they went to dinner. Hooter sounds good.
I don't know who that was. I've never seen her before.
Yeah, you would have recognized those jugs anywhere, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I know. I have a catalog. Just Bill. Oh, and Patricia? Oh, I want to see Patricia. Hi, Bill.
Say hi to the Hot Chat Live. Hi, Hot Chat Live.
Hi. There's Patricia.
Goldfish.
That's so awesome.
All right. Let's go see. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Here's something.
There we go. The bug.
There's Bob.
Yeah. And Lydia.
How about this? Oh, gosh. Here we go.
He's looking for a nice girl. You're not a nice girl.
Oh, and she even decked out with the hat.
But can he drink in it?
Christopher. Ask him how he can drink in that.
Well, I have no clue.
Yeah, it's okay. Ask him later. Thanks.
Property of the government. I love that. Wow.
Yeah, wasn't he going to try to dress up like that last year?
He just didn't get it finished in time.
Trying to see if I can find Kit.
Is she just a giant dick this year instead of just a bag?
So
of
he was
dicks?
saying that you need a band to get into here, into this area?
Yeah, you have to have a band to get in there. You were supposed to have a band to get in there last year, but
Hey, guess what I found?
what?
I found the Bart Butler dressed up as famous Hunter. It's the Bart Butler in costume as Michael.
Holy crap, that is an amazing cosplay. Wow. Wow.
So I mean, there's a camera around. I do everything I can to be in it because that's what Michael does. But it was kind of hard shaving my beard down. But
Yeah, I bet.
Possible. This wig though is kind of it's on there pretty good. I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's called Spirit Gum, not Spirit Gum.
I'll eventually get it off.
Yeah.
Well, he said SG, and I thought, well,
I really was kind of
super glue.
Yeah, it's Hunt Chat.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, it's just us. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
But he is live on Hunter's Hangout too, so.
Here's another Michael in costume.
Hey, Michael.
That guy.
Troy, but he's already come and gone. So.
Yeah, you missed me.
Yeah, Troy and I had lunch today. So, by the way, that was a really good lunch, Troy. I really appreciate your stuff and everything.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem.
Yeah. Why don't you take the rest of us out for steak and lobster?
Nope. I pick and choose my real friends.
Okay.
The after party, I think it's going to be probably about 12:30 or 1.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, it's room 4444.
Okay, I will be there.
It's at the Motel 6 down the street.
Post a picture and he'll be there.
Just just look for the blood and piss right outside the door, right? Yeah, it definitely looks like Bob's is one of the only really produced costumes I've seen so far. That I've seen plenty of distressed things and get-ups, but not something as produced as that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So is the costume parties wearing become the body for all the legs he had cast to be a static prop?
No, the legs he's casting is all for his actual spider, that giant spider that he's going to put outside of his garage.
Oh, that's right.
This was a side project that he finished it several months ago, really before he started the other project, but he just didn't get it done in time for last year's, so he became the candy mag guy.
I don't know if you'll be able to see once I get in here, but.
Well, we could see a bit when Mike Murray was. Oh yeah, actually it's kind of dark now.
Yeah, it depends on when he gets in there if his camera adjusts.
Yeah. Also, Mike was up near the lit stage versus the back of the thing, but it does definitely seems darker in there than the first go around because we can't see off in a distance at all for people at the tables.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Right. Christopher, go ask Mike what kind of camera he has. What kind of a phone he's got, sorry.
Let me see if you guys can see this.
He's probably got the new S9.
Probably.
It's got good low light performance anyway.
Oh, there's Kit. Whoa. 4 boobies. Woo! Good Lord. I miss you guys. I miss you too.
I miss you too. All right.
From a dick collector to a quad boob. Got it. All right.
She needs your butt cheeks on her.
yeah, she does. Next year, those things are going to squirt milk out of them.
I do not.
I do not give 1 fuck, 2 fucks. 3 fucks. She says she keeps on having to make new costumes, but she has to make them be able to fit in suitcases. Then she travels to every convention. She can drive to Midsummer Scream. That's it. The rest of them she has to fly, and so she's like, all my costumes have to fit in a suitcase. Oh, here we go. Here's Goth Granny.
Say hi, on chat.
Shut up!
Yeah, Granny and Wilma had it out for about 2 minutes, and that was about it.
That was about it?
Wilma tried to tell him he needs to go back to Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't work. All right.
I wish I could have got in there earlier to sit there in the foyer area.
Well, the first person that was in was Mike Murray, and he was inside the ballroom, and we got the whole body paint thing. And then Mike Ross was downstairs at the Hyatt, and then he's now upstairs. But Mike didn't get a pass to go up there, so he can't go up into that area that Chris was just in.
Yeah, I was giving my wife the play-by-play last night and this morning. Last night I was like,
guys, my cell phone is about to die.
Okay.
Talk to you all later.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, last night I was telling the wife, I said, right now the doors are opening up to Midwest for the first Friday sneak peek. And then about 7 o'clock, I said, well, right now I would be getting on the bus to the carnage. And then for about 10 o'clock last night, I said, yep, right now my ass be headed over to karaoke.
Yeah.
I made it 250 miles before my car started screwing up.
How'd you get back?
I just limped it back home.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
Do you know what's wrong with it yet?
The water pump.
Oh.
Yeah, I made it all the way up to Elizabethtown.
Nice.
So it wasn't a full-blown disaster. I mean, I could have gotten off worse by having tickets in advance and then not going, or
yeah,
I was able to stop at a Kroger's and pick me up some soft drinks made in Kentucky. So I picked up 2 cases of that.
Could have parked your car and rented one and continued on.
Yeah, but
for a couple of days.
I needed to
Come
get
back
the car
and pick up your car and drive home.
Yeah.
I just wasn't that dedicated.
I know. Once things broke, you want to get it resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had AAA, so at least that was looking good to me that if I actually broke down on the way back home, at least I can, call them up and say, here's my gold card.
I'm going to be visiting the water pump on mine soon. I've got it. I've got the pump in the belt and all this stuff sitting in the garage waiting for the other one to give up the ghost, or to start giving it up more prominently.
Yeah, I sure miss that I didn't get to go. Because, man, I got up at 4:30 in the morning. I was on the road at 5:30. I made it through Nashville early enough that the traffic was just starting to get thick, but I wasn't in stop-and-go traffic. So I was like, whizzed right on through. Then got screwed.
That's too bad.
Yeah. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any pictures of you yet. And I was like, oh, somebody's just not, you just haven't posted any yet. Or haven't posted any with you. And then you popped on here. I was, oh, crap. It's like, man, you made a quick turnaround.
Yeah. I could have gotten back home and jumped in the truck and took back off, but I was like, well, I need to go ahead and start working on the car. So
yeah.
But the day was a useless day of working on the car because it was thunderstorms and stuff. It's supposed to be that way for the rest of the week, I think.
Yeah, probably. At least for a while.
Yeah, I didn't think Christopher was going to.
Yeah, he called me Friday morning. Me and him were talking back and forth all morning, and he was at work and super mad. And he and Ann pretty much looked at each other. He called Ann about halfway through the day and said, "We need to go. We need to get home." And so he called his sister, and she's watching the boy, and then his daughter is old enough to stay home, and she's working all weekend. So he said, "You know what? We're gonna go." They called up the brewery and got a room with that special deal that Trish figured out, and they hit the road at about 3:30 my time, so 6:30 their time pretty much, and they got there. It was about 10:30 our time, so a little after 1, and or a little after midnight there, and yeah, it was just, he's like, we haven't really done a spur of the moment trip like this, and so he's like, just keep on playing with the jokes, because he kept saying, I hate you guys for all the stuff, they were posting pictures and stuff, and so it was a good little joke. Hi, Jim.
Y'all suck. Wait, where you at? Hey, where you at?
I'm at the I'm in the maintenance garage of the brewery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They wanted me to help out. I couldn't pay for my room, so they wanted me to help out around the hotel for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Scuba. Yeah. I thought you were going to be my roommate.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He didn't want to deal with the stink.
Apparently that didn't happen.
Nope, it didn't.
Hey, so SK and Chrissy decided to show up, and Christopher Presley decided to show up. What's going on, man? We figured that, who's next? Well, apparently it wasn't, Scuba, and it wasn't Chris Steffens, and it wasn't Bobby. Well, that damn piece of shit, Troy Crivelone,
I was already there and left, man. I did my shit and left.
Right.
Yeah. I'll send you a post of you on the airplane. I mean, you was on the way.
That's right. And then I was there in the morning,
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey, wait a minute. There's one thing. Guess what? That Sean guy right there?
Yeah.
Guess what? He is here.
Yeah. You know what? I came down to his room and it was closed, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I left. I just got on a plane and I flew back to Portland. I said, "Fuck this." He said it's an open door, and I know, right? Everything.
Which door did you knock on?
705.
There's the problem.
So Troy, what happened? What did I do? What did I lose last year when we were here at the Hoochie?
Your glasses.
Guess what I lost tonight in the costume ball?
Your glasses? What? Whose are those?
I just had to go buy another pair.
Oh, because you have those old man reading glasses. Because you don't actually have glasses. You have those old man things.
Well, I have reading glasses. So I've been paying $5. $5 for Coronas. I decided, you know what? Since I gotta go buy glasses to get at the fucking gift shop that cost an arm and a leg, I'm gonna go buy a 6-pack of beer. A 6-pack of beer just cost me $19.
After 6 months.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Yeah.
But then again, if I bought 4 beers for $20, getting 6 for 19 is a better deal.
Yeah.
So that means that you're not drunk enough because you're doing math. So you need to drink more.
No, I was pretty lit up last night, but I was.
Jim, doors open.
Wait, but
I'm telling you,
I have a feeling that Sean hasn't left his room yet. Sean, have you left your room yet?
Well, yeah, I was just upstairs with Jim about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you're just partying in your room the whole weekend.
Well, I know where my bed's at that way.
There you go. you can just fall over and then you're there.
Yep.
Jim needs a new phone too. Everybody needs to get the phone that Mike Murray has. I will find out what phone Mike Murray has and I'll post it in the chat group. Because he had a great phone and it did amazing quality. And then we have Jim, who's
like colored now.
It's just all pixelated.
He's obviously not had enough to drink, or maybe the problem is he's drinking beer.
So Sean, is this your first MHC?
No, this is my 5th MHC.
Okay.
So,
I've
I've made it the last 4, and you know what? There's enough people that keep coming here that keep me coming back.
Sean, you're gonna have to remind me. Did we hang out at all while I was there last year?
We did not, because we kept kind of going in passing.
Okay.
I know I hung out with Jim a couple times outside, but you were usually up somewhere. I don't know where you were. You could have been back in West Coast somewhere. Who knows? But
I have my own private jet. It's on top of the Drury. You didn't know that? It's one of those little
I'm on the
Harriers.
top floor. I have not felt a thing.
No, it's super expensive, so it doesn't make a sound. It's military. Shh, quiet. Yeah. No, because I remember seeing you, but I don't remember why. Because when your name popped up, I was like, well, yeah, let's go drink, and then I was like, oh, I forgot, I'm still here, and so yeah. Well, I'm probably not coming back until 2020, because I'm doing 2 different shows next year, and so my plan is to do MHC in 2020. So I will, and I might be bringing my wife with me or not. She might want to go, and she might not. We'll see.
Yeah, I've seen the videos that come out of West Coast, and we don't have the 13th floor here, obviously, but at the same time, I tell you what, you were out here last year. You know how it is. Everybody's always out here. They're always, chatting up with everybody, sharing ideas. I mean, it's a good event.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
Then
that's not the only.
Tour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's really the only difference is because with how many people are at MHC, you can't have them all in one hotel, and you can't have them all on one floor. I mean, we're not all on one floor, but the parties are all on that one floor. But we tried it at MHC last year in the Drury. We were in Jose Lopez's room, and we had the hotel up there like 4 times telling us to shut up. And so now it was kind of ironic that the next year after we caused they actually offered us the conference room. They're like, hey, you guys are too noisy. We have too many complaints. Do you want to go downstairs to the conference room? And we're like, nah, we'll just go outside. And And then ironically, the Drury dropped being a partner with MHC this year. So we're like, well, we ruined that for everybody.
I think that was in part because the Hyatt, they opened up more of their space since they got done with all the remodeling.
Right.
So they were able to take everything back into their hands. I will say, Christopher Presley is right across the hall from me.
Nice.
So he's up at the ball right now, but his room is right across from us.
Okay.
I'd say this year, it's still a great event, but I think the fact that they're having it on the holiday weekend, they cut out almost half of their vendors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I mean, for 5 years, as I said, being my 5th year, the first floor, I mean, that floor was full like you saw last year. And it's just not like that this year.
Yeah.
Still good vendors, still great deals, but just not quite as many of them this time around.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
When I saw like they've got that inflatable go-kart area and stuff for the kids, and I was like, I didn't know there were that many kids there to warrant something like that. But I know that also takes up floor space, so it looks like there's more stuff too.
Yeah. Well, that and they have the axe. They have the axe throwing, which is really good for a bunch of drunk haunted people.
Yes. Very, very true. Yeah, we actually just got one of the haunted houses here, one of the pro houses. They own like a fun center, and they've got like a black light mini golf, and they just added axe throwing. So it's evidently catching on. So who knew?
Well, I do a lot of stuff with scouting because even our haunt is on a scout camp, and I've seen people throwing axes, and it's not a good idea.
And then to add alcohol to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Please.
Yeah. Jim said he was going to come back in. He was getting bad reception. He was going to try to come back in and see what he could get.
No, I said something.
Seeing a shot. Lemon drop should be easy to open.
So why are you in your room and not out with everybody else, Sean?
I went up to the costume ball, and again, being there the number of times I have, the costume ball is great. We like to go up and take pictures, and we got a lot of pictures I'm going to get posted probably later on tonight. But it's crowded, noisy, and again, it goes back to the point of it's a lot of drunk haunt people. There's
like
really
Jim, right?
Yeah, like Jim, exactly. But you actually get into the masquerade ball, and that's really all it is. I like to go up, grab the pictures, get the good pictures of all the good costumes and everything. But put about half one. Yeah. Sorry, my daughter's making my drinks for me.
Hey, that's awesome.
But yeah, there's a lot going on in such a confined space, and it's loud, so you really can't have a conversation with people. Right. It's almost just not. It's not something that I'm directly into. I said we went up. We spent about an hour outside, taking pictures, talking to people, things like that. I can come back here and drink for free.
Right. Oh yeah. I don't think I bought a drink at the Hyatt last year at all. And then you get the free drinks at the Drury, so why not? And yeah, I didn't buy any drinks there. And that was really like when people told me that's what you guys do there, I was like, I don't buy drinks at West Coast either. Like my room has like 15 bottles of liquor in it. I'm like, I don't buy, and then I just pour it in a cup and walk around, I'm like, I don't buy drinks when I'm there. I bought my alcohol. That's all I need,
I don't know too many people. I'm sure there is, but I mean, I'm the same way. If I go to a convention, I'm not buying drinks there.
Yeah. But they were like, oh, everybody buys rounds and just keeps buying drinks all night. And I was like, that's not me. Sorry, you're not. I'll buy maybe one round. I don't know how many people.
And to top it off,
cases of alcohol to Troy to get rid of.
Yeah.
Well, and to top it off, the masquerade ball itself is like an extra $50.
Wow.
You know, and that doesn't include, you know, like open bar.
Oh, the bar inside the Masquerade Bar is more expensive than the bar outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did notice that. Yeah.
I was like, well, this is stupid. I just kept on walking out the door, get my beer at the Hyatt, and then walking back in, and there you go. I saved $2 every time.
So it doesn't include food for that $50 either?
No, they got snacks, finger food.
It's snacks, but I'll be honest with you, with the number of people that are in there, by the time it's been picked through, you don't want to touch it.
Right. We had pizza at West Coast. That's what they end up serving every year. And but yeah, I mean ours is $50 too. I mean, you know, but also our tickets to get in. See, you guys pay $15 to get in your trade show, but you pay for the individual classes. For West Coast, and I think for HauntCon as well, you pay an entrance fee. It's like $100 or $125, and you get your trade show, all your classes, and there's even like for West Coast last year, the combo ticket was $185. You got a shirt, the costume ball, the haunt tour, the trade show, and all the classes. You know?
Here you're talking $15 for the floor,
right.
$30 per class, unless you buy the combo tickets.
Right.
And then $50 for the trade show. Then if you throw in the Friday night haunt tour on top of that, that's another
$45.
I think it was like $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, then if you throw in the 2-day haunt tour, which is the Wednesday and Thursday, that's another $350 per person, and that doesn't even include the hotel stay. I mean, it can get to be a pricey event sometimes. We get a bunch of haunters.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and that I mean, I guess and that's why I don't get upset when when people ask me, oh, why aren't you here? And I'm like, because it's expensive, and I have one 20 minutes from my house, And it's like, but I do want to travel, and so I try to pick one or two that I can go to every year. But yeah, I mean, if you can afford to go to them, have fun.
I drive up from Cincinnati, so it's only about an hour and a half. Deep traffic. Weather and so forth. It's only about an hour and a half drive for me to get here.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it's this one's well worth it for me. Now, rumor has it they're looking at Chicago within the next couple of years. So I don't know if that's going to help them or hurt them, but there's already been rumor around the floor that potential move.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Somebody we have a group chat with several people that are there. Several of them were in the chat before this, and that was I got told earlier today was that they're going to move. And that's why they haven't announced dates yet either.
Yeah,
I think they move. It might be a bad decision, personally.
I think so too, because everybody knows where this is now.
And plus, to move to Chicago, you're looking at a worse rate area than St. Louis.
Absolutely. And probably higher priced hotels, higher priced convention center, and one of the things I've always kind of liked about several of the conventions is that they don't have them in tourist spots. Like, people don't say, oh, I'm going to go to Columbus and do this. They're going to go to Columbus to do the convention. All your money is going to stay in that convention and then food. Where like going to like HauntCon or like Midsummer Scream, you're in LA and you're in New Orleans. Your money is going to go to other places as well. So even with like Chicago, like if I went there, I'm a huge Bears fan. So I would be going to Soldier Field and spending money there. That's money that's being taken away from the vendors and from the convention itself. And so to put them in non-touristy areas like Columbus, I think is a great idea, because there's no enticement to leave, But and just consistency, I mean, if you move it around a lot, then people are going to go, well, I could afford to go there, but now you moved it to Chicago, that ups my plane tickets another $200, or my 17-hour drive is now a 25-hour drive, So yeah, but then you'll get some people that may not have come down from the New York area and stuff like that, or more, maybe some people from the West Coast, because Chicago is normally where, like, we landed in Chicago to then get a flight to Columbus, so then we wouldn't have had to take that other flight, so it actually would be cheaper for people on the West Coast to get to Chicago than Columbus.
Yeah, you couldn't Photoshop yourself into a nonstop flight.
No, they were more expensive, and we were like, I mean, we only spent like 15 minutes in the Chicago airport, and then we got on a little plane, and we're up and down.
But no, I don't know. You may have missed the first part. I said you couldn't Photoshop yourself into a nonstop flight.
Oh, no. No, I had a whole storyline for that picture too, because I was like, wait a minute, you can't take pictures and post them while you're in the hotel, while you're in the airplane. And I was like, oh, well, that was my first stop when I went from Portland to Seattle, and then Seattle to Columbus, and but nobody asked me how I took that picture. They just, you could plainly tell it was photoshopped. I didn't do a very good job, but that's why I knew that the picture from the hotel room was going to be great, because that didn't have my face in it, and it is actually of the brewery, and I got that off a TripAdvisor. Not even my picture. Jim goes, nice picture from last year, and I go, dude, we were on the other side of the hotel, man. That's not our room. And he's like, you're not here, right? And I'm like, Jim, seriously? Of all people who should know that I'm not joking, who would I tell that I'm being in this huge? Who could I not keep it from? Would be Jim. If I had that big of a secret again, I would have had to tell Jim. So, but SK's the one that did it this year. He's the one that told everybody he wasn't coming. He told us it was the other, I think Saturday night he was in chat, and he said, no, we're not going. We're just, we might go to Hong Kong, but we're gonna go to MHC and Transworld next year, blah blah. And we're like, oh yeah, that's cool, whatever, And then shit, he shows up.
Throw his stalker off.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I always hate cutting off the live feed if nobody else is going to come in, but
cutting off the live feed.
We're live right now.
Yeah, because we're live on YouTube and on Hunter's Hangout, and so
I see.
If we cut the live feed, then I can't go back to it. Like I can't restart it.
Got it.
So
nobody else told trying to recruit somebody to stream to
I
us.
was trying to look. I mean, with trying to get a hold of people beforehand, it's tough. Or, if you don't let them know before, it's tough to get them to.
And by this time, a lot of people's phones are already wearing down.
Right, taking all the pictures and videos, and yeah.
It's like one of the things that I had in my pack was that little battery box thing. You plug up to your cell phone, and the way you can keep on rolling.
Yeah, I had one of those last year when I was at MHC. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be walking around this place, because I had a camera that would just my old phone would just not keep a charge for super long, and doing anything like this, I would have been in for like 5 minutes and it would have drained it. So I was like, I'm going to bring my giant battery pack that I bought just specifically for MHC, and I used it the whole time. I had that thing in my back pocket all the time. My phone was constantly hooked up to it, and it lasted hours on that thing. So that's definitely a, whenever anybody asks, hey, what should I bring to MHC? I'm like, everybody keeps saying comfortable shoes, same with Transworld. And I'm like, phone battery pack, USB charger. Don't forget that. Don't, forget your spare battery, because nobody wants to turn off their phone and replace the battery. On a lot of phones you can't.
Yeah, you can't do it on a lot of them.
Yeah, and so it's like, no, just bring your USB power bank, and don't forget your pants. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny as not before last flight. I was packing up my bags, and my wife, it was like 9:30 at night, and she says, "Well, before you go, do you think you could vacuum before you go?" I'm like, "Really?" I said, "You're telling me at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, that you want me to vacuum the house area? I'm trying to pack my bags." I was like, "God bless." So I had to vacuum up the house.
That sucks.
Like, do you plan on throwing a party while I'm gone or something? Am I missing something while I'm gone? Then she's like, "Where's all your snacks?" I was like, "I'm not buying snacks."
I'm not buying snacks. I'll buy some cookies when I get there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I said, "We're traveling a lot." I said, "I got a little suitcase, little bitty suitcase, and my backpack, That way, once I get up there, I can stock up on liquor and walk around with my backpack.
Right, right.
So I'm going through my list of people I know that might still be up there, see if I can't find somebody that I can ping that's up there.
I was surprised that the Whitens aren't there too, Melissa and Jim.
Yeah, they said the other day that that they weren't going because what did they say? It was something with family. I think
they had crawfish tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They're having what?
They had crawfish.
So they may have been on vacation then.
They were at home, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it was weird when they announced the haunt shirts the contest basically. They had said it on that video. They said, that we had a great trans world, blah, 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 and that we're not going to be at MHC, and they, yeah, we're sorry, but they didn't say why on that. But they may just not have, maybe one of their ways to, to have a really good year is to maybe cut out all the conventions they go to. Because I mean, MHC probably costs them well over $1,000, if not more like $1,500 for them to go, vend, stay at the hotel, do all that kind of stuff. And for a business to fork out $1,500 to $2,000, I'm sure they would have made good money because their shirts are $20. That's an easy price point for any convention, and people love their stuff. But right now with having the 30% off, why would you buy it at the convention when you can buy it online for cheaper?
Well, the other thing is because it's Memorial Weekend, they may have other plans traditionally.
Right. That's what a lot of people. I mean, that's why Nightmare Makers isn't there.
Well, that's the reason that I originally wasn't going to be there.
Right. But that's why pretty much nobody from Hunters Hangout is there, because they're all family came first this time, and it's different because like West Coast next year is on Mother's Day. And that's not as big of a holiday. Like me, my wife wouldn't care if I went because she's not my mom, so she gets to spend time with the kids. But I also have a mom here and then her mom, and we do stuff with them. But like I talked to Michael Edwards the other day, and he actually said, yeah, that would probably be, because he's planning on going to West Coast next year. And he was like, oh yeah, that's probably going to be just fine because they're not really a Mother's Day, Father's Day type of like big celebration family. And I don't think a lot of people are, but Memorial Day is much different. That's like the beginning of a lot of people's summers, isn't it Roland? Aren't his kids out of school now? Yeah. So there's some school districts that this is they're graduated and they're on summer break. And so this is their first get out.
A lot of them are that way.
Yeah. My kid goes for another 2 weeks. Another 3 weeks. He goes till the 10th. And then we go camping.
He'll go until the 8th.
Yeah. Last year he went till after Father's Day because we had so many snow days. It was terrible. He had to go an extra week and a half to school. It was not cool. So yeah, I mean, Memorial Day is probably one of the worst besides like 4th of July and obviously Labor Day. Those three are the ones that convention should try to stay away from. But I know it's not an easy business to figure out all these, especially with something as big as the Columbus Convention Center and all the things that want to go in there. I'm sure it's a fight, to get a certain
there's nothing
date.
else that goes on in Columbus to make it worth coming there for.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know they were talking last year. The whole reason why they moved it this year, they moved the date, was because there was another convention that was not a yearly convention.
Yeah.
That already had that date booked for this year, the one they usually use.
Yeah.
And this was all that was left.
Yeah.
So they kind of got stuck with it. So
Right.
That's happened to a few.
Yeah. Yes, it's happened to several conventions have had that problem. You have to plan a convention in a month where there's no holidays. And then you don't ever have that issue of like, oh, well, like Easter, that's not really a holiday to everybody, but, there's February, that's Valentine's Day. Nobody cares about that.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Okay.
Years in advance.
Yeah.
And some conventions don't like doing that, but.
True. Yep. They don't want to spend the money on it. They want to try to, get a better deal every year. And it's, I'm not in that business, and I never will be. Thank God. I'll never do that. But I don't envy anybody who puts on a convention at all.
It's
That
not,
is not
it's not that easy.
It's not fun. It's business by
Well, it is.
far.
And people think that, you know, being a convention owner or having a convention that, you know, they make a lot of money, and you really don't.
No.
Where the money really is made in conventions is the trade floor. That's your vendors.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
which is why you're doing it. I mean, you're just putting it on as long as you break even, as you're putting it on so the vendors can sell. That's really what these things are for, and for the people to learn. And that's
the
how.
vendors, the vendors are what are paying for you to have the convention.
Right. Yeah, so you need to make sure they're making money, and that's how you bring in the classes and you bring in the haunt tours, so you bring in the people. So, yeah.
Well, I guarantee you, Jen's not breaking even. She's doing better off than breaking even.
Well, absolutely. I mean, she has several things that are tied together too.
And she's a bit of a different monster too, because she's not charging what was charging